Welcome to Lesson 1 of Introductory Fluid Physiology. In this lesson, we'll discuss how water is distributed throughout the body and how to calculate the volume of each compartment. Our bodies do such an excellent job in maintaining the water balance, we often forget how critical it is for our well-being. For example, cyclists in the Tour de France follow a very regimented hydration protocol after each ride that includes specific volumes and electrolytes. Furthermore, water imbalances account for at least 20% of all visits to the ER, and every surgery involves the monitoring and regulation of body water. Likewise, as we age, maintaining proper water balance becomes essential to aging well. So having a comprehensive understanding of how water is distributed throughout the body, what drives its movement between compartments, and how to diagnose and treat water imbalances is an important skill to have. So let's start this lesson by asking the following question. What percentage of the human body is composed of water? Well, the answer is the average adult consists of 60% water, which is referred to as total body water. However, total body water can vary between 40 and 70%, depending on a person's gender, age, body mass index, and health status. We'll discuss these 4 factors and how they influence total body water in future lessons. But for now, let's address the question of how total body water volume is determined. To calculate total body water, we must start with a person's weight in kilograms. Once we know that, we can easily calculate total body water in liters because 1 kilogram of water easily converts to 1 liter of water. With this in mind, let's apply this rule to the average adult male who weighs 78 kilograms. So we simply multiply 78 kilograms times 60% to come up with 46.8 liters of total body water. Now let's move on to the next question. How is total body water distributed within the body? Well, total body water is divided into 2 main compartments. 2/3 or 67% is located in the intracellular fluid compartment, which is abbreviated ICF, while the other 1/3 or 33% is located in the extracellular fluid compartment, which is abbreviated ECF. In addition, the extracellular fluid compartment is divided into 2 smaller compartments. The larger of the 2 is referred to as the interstitial fluid space, and it contains 75% of the extracellular fluid, while the smaller compartment is referred to as the plasma fluid space, and it contains 25% of the extracellular fluid. Now let's keep going with this theme. How do we calculate the volume of each one of these fluid compartments? Well, always start by calculating total body water. In this case, what is the total body water of a person that weighs 73 kilograms? Simply multiply 73 kilograms times 60%, which gives us 43.8 liters of total body water. Next, use total body water to calculate the intracellular and extracellular volumes. Start by multiplying total body water, which is 43.8 liters, times 67% for intracellular and 33% for extracellular, which gives us 29.3 and 14.5 liters respectively. And finally, use the extracellular fluid volume to calculate the interstitial and plasma fluid volumes. Start by multiplying the extracellular fluid volume, which is 14.5 liters, times 75% for interstitial and 25% for plasma fluid, which gives us 10.9 and 3.6 liters respectively. Now that you know how to calculate the volumes of each fluid compartment, let's apply it to 2 real-world scenarios. The first scenario involves a 45-year-old patient with acute blood loss from an auto accident. Upon arrival, it's estimated that this patient has lost 30% of his plasma volume. Your job is to determine the amount of plasma required to restore the patient's volume to normal if he weighs 65 kilograms. Okay, here's how you go about this. First, start by calculating total body water. 65 kilograms times 60% equals 39 liters. Next, calculate the extracellular fluid volume by multiplying 39 liters times 33%, which gives you 12.9 liters of extracellular fluid volume. Then multiply the extracellular fluid volume times 25% to come up with the plasma fluid volume of 3.2 liters. And finally, 30% 3.2 liters equals roughly 1 liter of plasma, which is what is required to restore this patient's plasma volume to normal. Our second scenario involves a 17-year-old female that weighs 56 kilograms. She's admitted to the emergency room following 36 hours of frequent vomiting due to acute gastrointestinal infection. Upon further examination, it's estimated that the patient is volume depleted by 15%. You're given the task of providing the patient fluids intravenously. What volume of fluid will be required to restore this patient's extracellular fluid volume to normal? Okay, let's start by calculating total body water, which will be 56 kilograms times 60%, which equals 33.6 liters. Next, calculate the intracellular fluid volume, which is total body water, or 33.6 liters times 33%, which gives us an extracellular fluid volume of 11.1 liters. Now, because this type of dehydration affects both the interstitial and plasma volumes, we need to restore the extracellular fluid, not just the patient's plasma volume, as we did in the previous case. So, 11.1 liters times 15% equals 1.7 liters, which is what is required to return this patient's extracellular fluid volume to normal. In both clinical scenarios, fluids were administered intravenously. In other words, they were given directly to the plasma fluid, which begs the question, how does fluid from the plasma reach the interstitial and intracellular fluid compartments? This will be the topic of Lesson 2 of Introductory Fluid Physiology.